Hiya. Um, we've got some Mario Kart today, but I have some pressing issues to talk about. The first, I'm using an I was gonna say I was using an outward drifting kart, which I don't normally do. I normally do inward drift, but I've discovered how awful inward drifts are, so I've switched. But I'm trying to get used to it. It's a bit hard. But the main focus that I want to talk about today is that Nintendo Direct that just happened and what this means for the Mario Kart world. Because if you are unaware, there was some huge news. Oh god. So, Wave... Oh no. Well, not CC we're on. Probably not 200, I'm probably just bad. Okay, so... the Nintendo Direct showed off the first sneak peek of the last wave of the Mario Kart 8 Booster Tours Pass. And it is very exciting because they unveiled one track and 4 characters. Now, on the title select character screen, there has only been space for 2 characters for this wave, but 4 have shown up, which is interesting. One of them is Diddy Kong, fan favourite, who was surprisingly not in the base game. Who knows why? And it was great to see him back, although I do think it's sort of a shame that for such a well-known character, like, he's very popular, he should have been in the game to start with, like every other Mario Kart. Like, people are gonna have him as his favourite. He's in Smash Bros as well, isn't he? He might not be, I might be lying about that. But he's in all these popular franchises and games, not Mario Kart, and for fans of him who've waited so long, they're gonna have to pay to get him. But, whatever. It's fine. But he's huge. Funky Kong, who fan favourite as well. Also, how the hell have I snuck in a second place? Okay, next track. So how about that Funky Kong? I mean, I was predicting before the pack that if there was 2 characters like we all expected, there were really 2 outcomes. Diddy Kong was getting added no matter what. It was just, would it be Pauline and Diddy Kong or Funky Kong and Diddy Kong? And people were speculating, because if it was just 2 characters and it was Diddy and Funky, that is weird that they saved the 2 Kong characters for the last wave. Although they are fan favourites, so you could argue that's why they were saved. But who knows? But in the end, both came true. I'm really glad Funky Kong's in the game. Obviously, fan favourite. Every character from Mario Kart Wii is now in the game, which is huge. Obviously, people love playing Funky Kong. He's iconic. Even in the trailer, I think they had the sound effect of him, the really famous one. Oh. So it's great to see that Nintendo actually knows that people like Funky Kong as a character, because I feel like sometimes they're quite out of touch with who people want. Case in point, Wiggler. I feel like he was such an out of left field choice for a character. But yeah, very happy he's in. He's not my favourite character or anything, but I'm very happy. Who I was quite excited about was Pauline. Obviously, when I was watching the trailer, I was like, well, I did expect Diddy Kong and Funky Kong. Like, that was a very possibility. I'm not going to be sad Pauline's not in. And then she wasn't. She appeared as the 3rd character, the first bonus one that we shouldn't have gotten. And it's great to see her. I was really hoping she'd get in. She's been in so many spin-off games recently, and I think she deserves it. She's been a main character in Odyssey, of course. Okay, got some Mario Circuit action. Why not? Pauline, love her. Very glad she's in. After Odyssey, kind of a shoo-in. She was in Tennis Aces, I think, and I think she was in Party, but don't quote me on that because she might not be. I think she's in Strikers as well. So overall, she's been in so many games. It was overdue. And one of the things I was quite worried about was the DLC, or even just Mario Kart in general. There's not many girls, and I'm very happy that there's more girls. Case in point, Birdo. If we take a look at the 8 DLC characters we've got now, you have Birdo and Pauline, and of course PEACHETTE, which is 3 out of 8. I think that's pretty good, considering in base game you've got what? Peach, Daisy, Rosalina, their variants, so the baby forms, and Toadette. Let me know if I'm missing any. Obviously Pink Girl Peach, Cat Peach, the babies. But that's it, isn't it? I think so. Oh, Isabelle. That's true. Inkling Girl. Okay, there's more than I thought. If you include the Nintendo, I'm really doing bad here. Oh no. So I was very happy to get Pauline. It looks like she's in her dress and not her suit. I wonder if they'll have the suit as a costume, but I doubt it. It's unlikely. But they did give Birdo lots of colours. So who knows? I feel like it's definitely possible they do something like that. But yeah, very predictable, I'd say. But it's a great choice for a character, as she's been she was also in the movie as well, the Mario movie. So a great choice all around. I think this sort of cements her role in the Mario universe as very significant, and I think that's a good thing. And finally, the 4th character and the 2nd bonus character was PEACHETTE. Now, for my routine and common controversial takes, I'm going to give my controversial take for PEACHETTE. I love... Oh, this is mirrored. That confused me for a minute. I love the fact that PEACHETTE is in the game. I've only seen bad takes. Not bad takes, but like negative takes. A lot of people being like, well, she replaced a much better character. Like, we could have had Charge and Chuck, we could have had Nabbit, for example, and I love Nabbit. Nabbit's one of my favourite characters in the Mario series. But I don't think this is a good argument, because we only thought we was getting 2 characters. We only thought 2 was coming. It was a miracle that we got Pauline and Funky Kong together. So I feel like maybe don't be upset that we got an extra one. It might not be an extra one you like, but it's still pretty cool that we were even able to get one. So don't complain. It was not even expected. So that's where I'm at with that. And 2, I just like PEACHETTE as a character. Well, not as a character. She's kind of a bad character. But I liked her design. So PEACHETTE is of course from New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe, where in that port of a Wii U game to the Switch, they changed Blue Toad to Toadette, which I thought was a good choice because we love girls being playable. And also Toadette's become very since she was introduced in Mario Kart Double Dash, she's become quite well known recently. They kind of introduced her in a lot of stuff, which is good. I'm glad to see it. But in that game, if you got the Super Crown, because Toadette's supposed to be an easier player, you could become Peach and you'd get her abilities from 3D World, which is to hover, and it made the game a bit easier. I don't know why they didn't just give her a power-up to be... I don't know, the power-up that Toadette gets, the Super Crown, transforms her into Peach, called PEACHETTE. It's like a fusion between the two. Like, PEACHETTE is Peach, looks a bit younger, has a crown on. So PEACHETTE's great. I kind of forgot what I was saying. My bad. It's because I tried to stop between the races. Oh, I've messed this up severely. But yeah, PEACHETTE I think is great. It's a weird character when they made it, but I think the advantage she has is she's a lot like Peach, but she's just different. I think she's different enough in her design. She looks a bit younger. She has pigtails. She has a completely different dress. She has obviously the Toadette head in her hat. So overall, obviously she does look similar to Peach. I feel like people should maybe treat it as though we're getting 3 characters, which is 1 more than we was gonna get, plus a skin for Peach. Which, I mean, is a cool thing. I think it's an easy way to have more women in the list without necessarily making a new character. But I don't mind the inclusion. Peachette, I mean, she spawned the funny Bowsette memes back in the day. I think she might have just been in that game, although it does make you think, if she was in Mario Kart in New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe, and that's like her main game, Nabbit was also in that game and is in the upcoming Mario Bros. Wonder, so makes you think, why didn't they choose him instead? But who knows. Overall, I'm pretty happy with Peachette, and I'll probably be playing her quite often. Obviously, I play Daisy right now. If she's a medium weight, or even a lightweight, I'll be happy to play both Peachette and Pauline when they come out. I'd also love to play Diddy Kong and Funky Kong, of course, because they're new. I have noticed I've not really been playing much. Oh, we're on first third. That was awful with third. Heyo. So, very keen to play them when they will come out. I've noticed I've not been playing the new characters. Obviously, Tamik, Whittler, and the other one. Who got released? Oh, this is horrible. I can't remember the third one. Tamik, Whittler. I feel like it was another 7 character. But I can't remember. There was another. Oh, PT Piranha. That's it. That was the best one of the 3. I think I was less inclined to play those because I think they're less hype. I didn't have the connection with PT Piranha as a lot of people did because of the childhood. In fact, I didn't have a lot of nostalgia. I like the character. I think he looks quite cool. Tamik was interesting because he was supposed to be in it. But again, I don't really care about Tamik that much. Whereas I think it's a lot different for this wave, where, I mean, I'm very happy Pauline and Peachette are in, and Funky Kong is a fan favourite, and Diddy Kong's should have been in the base game. Like, all these characters are way more exciting, I think, in my opinion, than last wave, which is probably why they held out on them, to be honest. And it makes sense. But I guess the wave 5 ones are more surprising for an inclusion. But those are my takes on the characters. I'm very happy those are the characters that got added. Hopefully, I've heard a theory that these might not be the only characters we're getting, because of course the fact we got 2 extra from the amount indicated means that there are now 2 random slots on the menu. So it could be that they just rearranged the menu, which is possible. That's probably what I think is going to happen. Some people think they're going to put Cat, Peach and Tanuki Mario as costumes for Mario and Peach, respectively. Which I think is less likely, but it could happen. But some people are going wild and thinking that because there's 6 characters a column, and there's 8 new characters in the DLC, that means there's 2 left over. So people are saying that perhaps maybe there's going to be 4 more, so it's a solid 12 and solid 2 columns that are going to be added. Our final map of the day, and it's the Squeaky Clean Sprint map. Yeah, so people think there could be 4 more characters, which is insane to think about. But it would make the selection screen amount of characters make a perfect square. And of course, they already did 2 more than we was expecting, so even more on top of that isn't weird. But what kind of gets me is then you look at per wave. Wave 1, no characters. Wave 2, no characters. Wave 3, no characters. Wave 4, 1 character. Wave 5, 3 characters. And then they expect Wave 6 to have 8 characters. It's a bit far-fetched to me. I think loads of people are just hoping there'd be more. And I kind of don't like this level of speculation, because I don't think they're going to have 4 more characters. So people are going to be really sad when it turns out there's just 4 new characters. But 4 new characters was 2 more than we thought we was getting anyway. And I think it's just a bad way to think about it, that we're getting more than we wanted and more than we thought we'd get, yet we'd still be upset that we didn't get even more than that. I don't know. So I'm not personally hoping or hyping up the 8 character theory, because I don't think it's very good for mental health. Anyway, that being said, if there were 4 more characters, they'd all be terrible, because what other characters did you add to this game? Nabbit is 1. Name 2 others that are mildly interesting. You can't. Monty Mole? Sure. Hammer Bro? Who cares about Hammer Bro? Goomba? Okay. Like, unless you go really obscure and niche, you're really not going to find a good character. And we have to remember, all of these characters that are being added are in Tour. That's where they're getting the models from. So you have to limit your starting opportunities to just Tour. Where, I don't know, it's unlikely. I think what could be possible... Here's a theory. If there's a theory that to get rid of the 2 extra boxes, they're going to put Tanuki Mario and Cat Peach as costumes, what they could do is add more costumes from Mario Kart Tour to the game, and then have a whole costume feature added. I doubt they'll do that, but that could be a thing that happens. Who knows? But overall, those are my characters. I do really like the characters. Anyway, I didn't even talk about the track. Daisy Circuit's great track. If you watch my Mario Kart Wii ranking video, which you should, you'll see that I love Daisy Circuit, and I'm really happy it's coming back. It wasn't even in the leaks, so I'm very happy that it got announced to be part of it, and it looks amazing, by the way. So anyway, I hope you enjoy today's video. I'll try and upload more regularly, but I can't promise anything. But thank you for watching. Love ya. Bye bye bye.